My name is AnaDeLaCruz, and I live in Washington Heights in New York City, and I've worked with children's movement since the 4th grade. I remember sitting in the classroom. We all just finished doing a little, we put our heads down and we do a little meditation.
Smell the air. What does it smell like?
No, these 4th graders aren't sleeping. They're meditating about what it's like to be an Afghan refugee.
I feel grateful for at least having something or somewhere to eat, sleep, and learn. I also feel sad because I wish to have a better life.
It's part of a program run by the Children's Movement for Creative Education. Since September 11th, the group has been coming to PS 189 in Manhattan and several other city schools to teach students about the war and help them deal with their feelings since the World Trade Center attack.
So all of a sudden, Afghanistan was ruled by a communist regime. What then happened was...
So we were sitting in the classroom and she was explaining to us about the different parties involved and the conflicts that had been going on there and trying to give us some context to the country and to the catastrophe that had just happened. So it was kind of helping us understand a little bit more about what was going on in our city or in our country, in our world, just to give us some kind of perspective and understanding to the background, to the conflict, so that, you know, we wouldn't form any preconceived judgments.
A peace ribbon as a peace offering. A group of school kids is spending the weekend creating a peace sanctuary and memorial to mark the 1-year anniversary of the attacks.
We laid all these ribbons with our thoughts, and we kind of hung them up, and people in Central Park came and saw what it was about. It makes me happy because I'm going to share my memory of 9/11, and people will come and see it and say, this girl named Anna was here and she left what she thought and a part of what she felt.
It makes me feel happy because I'm gonna have a memory of 9/11, and people could come and see it and oh, this girl named Anna, she was here and she left a part of what she thought.
Once it's completed, the Peace Sanctuary and Memorial will go on display right here in Central Park in front of the North Meadow Recreation Center.
So in the 6th grade, we went to the UN, and it was part of an exhibit where the students from my school and different schools in New York City had put their artwork together along with the students from Bosnia. But I remember sitting there and having one of the Bosnian girls explain to us that she was on a curb, and I think that she was either waiting for her father to come or a younger sibling to come, and you know, she was seeing people being killed on the street. And I remember thinking, you know, what would I do if I had seen someone in my neighborhood or my family go through that? That was the moment that I thought, you know, I want to be able to do something that's going to stop this from happening.
It's so exciting to us to hear from Anna all these years later and how much this work impacted her and the steps she's taking into the future.
This coming spring, I hope to bring a children's movement chapter to Georgetown University. The mission will really be to educate the community, teaching the curriculum to high school students, teaching it to each other as peers, just to kind of get the word out, because it is so important to keep learning about human rights.
Recently at a grant interview, we were asked how we would know when our programs are successful and when we've had impact. And one of our colleagues, without hesitation, turned and said, when one of our students ends up in the State Department and is able to make change on a very high level.
I am pursuing international politics and foreign policy today at Georgetown because I want to be able to help in that way and just follow up on the human rights knowledge and all the things that I learned when I was working with CMCE when I was younger.
There is a sign in every road. There is a sign you can't ignore. There is a sign that lets you know when it's time to